Then I looked and heard the voice of many angels, numbering thousands upon thousands, and 10,000 times 10,000. They encircled the throne, and in a loud voice they sang, "Worthy is the Lamb who was slain to receive power and wealth and wisdom and strength and honor and glory and blessing."
Worthy is the Lamb that was slain. Worthy is the Lamb that was slain.
Centered in the majestic gallery of time is the portrait of a lamb. It is a masterpiece of innocence, a stroke of perfection from the brush of God. The lamb's tender beauty and gentle spirit stand in vivid contrast to the solemn role he is to play in the drama of human history. Alone he waits, quiet and still, ready to offer his life for the lives of men. And yet, even in the face of death, he doesn't make a sound.
Then the Lord said to Abraham, "Know for certain that your descendants will be strangers in a country not their own, and they will be enslaved and mistreated 400 years. But I will punish the nation they serve, and afterward they will come out with great possessions."
They numbered only 70 when Jacob moved his family to Egypt. Joseph, his son, was a ruler there and a favorite of King Pharaoh's. And so, for Joseph's sake, the king provided the lush hills of the north for their dwelling, and they called the place Goshen. Now 400 years have passed. The 70 have become 2 million. And the hearts of the Egyptians have turned in fear against the Hebrew people. Tolerance has become tyranny, and freedom has fallen to bondage. But the Lord saw the misery of his people, and so he began to rescue them and bring them to a land flowing with milk and honey. And here begins our story. Shomar was a simple Hebrew woman who, amid great despair, learned to draw upon God's inexhaustible supply of faithfulness and power. 14 long months had passed since her enslaved husband had been taken away to help build the treasure city of Ramses. Only once during that time had she and her son Nathan received any word that he was even alive. As the lonely hours turned to days, and the days dragged on into weeks, Shomar earnestly sought the face of the Lord.
O God of our father Abraham, so many times it seems I speak to you, How good it is to know that you never weary of my voice. But I am weary, Father, weary of the pain and the loneliness, and the ache in knowing that the man I love is being cruelly mistreated at the hands of the slave masters. Be his portion today, Jehovah. Treat his body to a touch of your strength, and honor his heart with your presence. And for my son Nathan, oh God, his joy for life and his unquenchable spirit bring such refreshment to me. When I watch him with his lamb and listen to his song, so full of love and care. Oh, how I wish I had a song. Give me your song, Lord, for your music is noble enough for angels to sing, yet simple enough for a heart like mine.
I'll praise your name, Lord, and sing your song. I'll praise your name, Lord, my whole life long. I'll praise your name, Lord, until I'm home.
I'll praise your name.
I'll praise your name and sing your song. When things come I can't understand, help me trust you the best that I can. Give peace, Lord, wherever I am. I'll praise your name, Lord, and sing your song. I'll praise your name, Lord, and sing your song. I'll praise your name, Lord, my whole life long. I'll praise your name, Lord, until I'm home.
I'll praise your name, Lord.
I'll praise your name, Lord.
I'll praise your name, Lord.
I'll praise your name, Lord. I'll praise your name, Lord, and sing your song. I'll praise your name.
Praise doesn't come easy in hard times, does it? But as is always the case, God is faithful, and he does have the answer. And so it was in the life of this Hebrew woman. Long before Shomar was born, God had been molding his miraculous plan of deliverance in the person of an 80-year-old man who, during the first half of his life, had been raised in the palace as an adopted grandson of the Pharaoh. His royal training would make him the perfect ambassador for the God of Israel. His latter years, spent as a shepherd in the land of Midian, would make him an exceptional leader for a flock of 2 million people. He was God's man, and his name was Moses.
Then God called to him and said, Moses, I am sending you to Pharaoh to bring my people out of Egypt. So Moses went in and told Pharaoh, Thus saith the Lord God of Israel, Let my people go.
Go down, Moses, way down in Egypt land. Tell old Pharaoh, let my people go. When Israel was in Egypt led, let my people go. Oppressed so hard they could not stand, let my people go.
Thus spoke the Lord, whom Moses said, let my people go. If not, I'll strike your firstborn dead. Let my people go. Go down, Moses, way down in Egypt land. Tell old Pharaoh, let my people go. Let my people go. Let my people
Then Pharaoh said, Who is the Lord that I should obey him and let Israel go? I do not know the Lord, and I will not let Israel go.
And that day Pharaoh gave the order to make the work even harder for the Hebrew slaves. When the news reached the people, their hearts were filled with terror, for they knew they could never satisfy the demands of the king, and surely he would never let them go. Where was God? And what about his promises?
O Jehovah, I tremble in fear even as I come before you. The events of the past few days seem to have shattered my already fragile world. My faith is so frustrated, Lord. Please make it strong again, just like the faith that tiny lamb has in my son, so simple and unconditional. Nathan loves him very much. I can hear it in the song he sings. It's just like a shepherd's lullaby, so warm and gentle. It reminds me of your love, Father. Please make me as that lamb, never wondering or asking why, just trusting.
Follow closely, stay by